Greetings and salutations, this is Rick. I do hope you're having a great day. In today's video we're doing a bit more camping. So we're here for 3 days this time. It's kind of a little bit of a long weekend. So I've just arrived, I've set Guinevere up, we're in Damon's field again. And this time I've brought my solar panels along to charge up the big battery because I'm trying a thing this time. Never done before, but just recently I've discovered the pleasures of making proper coffee. And we're talking about an actual proper coffee machine with the frothy milk and the little latte art and everything. Haven't quite figured out the latte art yet, it's very splodgy. But I thought just because I could and I was curious, I decided to turn basically Guinevere into a mobile coffee shop. So I bought my coffee machine along with me, along with some nice cups and some nice milk and some nice coffee beans. I've got a number of sample coffee beans. We've got a classic Italian blend and a signature blend, along with some decaf, which I've been using in the afternoons because I can't do caffeine in the afternoons because I don't sleep. That's the plan. Obviously we're running the big battery, and at the moment it's 100%. Obviously that's going to change when I start making coffees, hence we've got the solar panels out, and I'm hoping that can keep everything topped up. So as long as the sun is shining, there will be coffee in our future. But I literally have no space for anything else, hence I've had to get my little table out, and I've got a feeling this is going to be a little bit of a permanent fixture this whole weekend. But anyway, I'm just purely here to see, well, purely here to chill out and switch off and meet up with the other guys who'll be coming later. But I'm also purely trying out this coffee thing this time, just because I can and I felt like it. So you might see me making a proper cup of coffee later. We'll see. Anyway, I'm just waiting for Damon to arrive. We've got Pippa coming as well, and also Alex is also going to be arriving tomorrow. And Alex has got a new toy. You may have already seen it, you may not, but I'll let him tell you all about it. So I'm going to attempt to make my first cup of coffee in Guinevere, like proper cup of coffee, using a portafilter that actually goes into the machine and actually makes a proper espresso, which I then turn into a cappuccino with the milk. So let's have a go and see how we do this. So I'm going to be using decaf beans, and I need a grind size of 8, which I've got. So then what we need to do is get the little cup here and weigh it, and then I need 18 grams. Everything I do, I work with 18 grams of beans. Right, so we've got 18.1 grams of beans. That goes into the top, and then we grind them on a grind size of 0.8. There we go. So there's our 18 grams of coffee. This is where it gets fun. Right, so we're going to drop this into the puck, or into the portafilter rather. And then what we're going to do, we're going to put this little collar on, and I'm going to, there's my little, got one of these things, which somebody once told me these are acupuncture needles. These look a little thicker than acupuncture needles actually, but you just go through and you break up the coffee so that it doesn't clump anywhere, because otherwise you get something called channeling, which is not what you want, because the water finds a hole, goes through it, and doesn't actually get infused into the coffee, so you end up with a watery result. Right, so then what we do, we need to tamper it now. So we've got ourselves a tamper. This is I've preset this to the right height, but you've got a tamper that basically flattens down the coffee and evenly, and then you flip it over and then you use this side, which gives you a proper firm tamper, and that makes the puck for the coffee. There we go. So we got the perfect puck, hopefully. And now the secret of a good cup of coffee, apparently, because I'm still very much an amateur at this, still very much beginning, but I didn't realize how enjoyable it was until I got into this. Right, so the cup's nicely warmed up. I'm going to tear that off. Now I need, if I've got 18 grams of grinds, then I need 36 grams of coffee. It's 1:2 ratio. So I'm going to press on that, and I do a 7-second pre-infusion of the puck, so that just gets the water soaked into it, and after 7 seconds I release. The coffee starts to come out, starts at a dark brown, very dark brown, then it goes to kind of like a honey colour, and then it sort of lightens up after that. And at the moment I'm 17 grams on 23 seconds. Ideally you want between 25 and 30 seconds, so this one's going to be a little bit overcooked. So right, so in which case my grinds are a little bit too fine. So coming up to 36, and that was 43 seconds. So this coffee is going to be, I think, what they call over extracted, and it's probably not going to be very nice. Actually, that's all right, that's fine. Sometimes you get a very, if you do it wrong, over extracted, it generally is a little bit bitter. That's leaning towards the bitter side, but it's fine. Or you can have another thing called under extract, and that can come out kind of like acidy. I didn't even know I could tell the difference between coffee, but since I've started tasting espressos, you really can tell. It's really quite interesting. But yeah, you get everything from bitterness to like acidity at one end, bitterness at the other, and the goal is to try to strike a balance in the middle. So what I'm going to do grind size 9. I'm going to make the grind size a bit bigger. That means the liquid goes through a little bit faster, and then is what's called dialing it in. But I'm going to run with this because I just taste that, and that's perfectly fine. So what we're going to do now, we don't need the scale anymore, but we need some milk. So let's get some nice fresh milk. You have to use whole milk for this. Let's just go up to the first marker, and then oops, we're going to get the steamer running. Just wait for the steam to come through. There we go. So it's hit and miss still whether I get the milk right, although I am getting better at it. You just have to like do it in a certain way, keep the tip sort of just below the surface to get the creaminess of the milk. You're trying to froth it up. Alright, so now when it gets just too hot to touch, that's generally about right. I think I've done this one a little bit too frothy, but you're supposed to do it so you get this kind of silky look to the milk. You've got some big bubbles in there. I don't know if you can see that, but what you do is if you bang it, the bubbles go away, and then hopefully you can pour. Well, I need to swirl this round a bit more. I have not figured out latte art yet, but it's next on my learning list. But you do it, you mix it, and then you do a little you do a little thing. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, and this isn't floating very well, but this is where the latte art comes into it. But at the moment what we've got is a sploosh. A foamy sploosh. Oh, that is nice. That is all right. There's no sugar or anything in that. It's just coffee and milk. Anyway, I've been sort of treating myself to these each day, and so far I haven't regretted buying my little. This is the it's sage, but it's also Breville. I think if you're in Australia it's Breville, and if you're everywhere else it's sage. But this is called the Barista Pro, and it's been a fun little machine, and I've really enjoyed making it. I know if you look at this and you think, well, that's a lot of faff to make a cup of coffee. Yes, it is, but it's kind of, I've got a normal coffee machine. If I just want a quick coffee, I'll use that, but if I want to make it a little bit of an event, I'll use this, and it's really enjoyable, and you get a really good cup of coffee. In fact, what actually fired me up to be able to do this was when we went to Hales Abbey. A few videos ago I went with Alex to Hales Abbey, and we went to a farm shop before we went to the Abbey, and in there we had a proper cup of coffee, and it was one of the best cups of coffee I ever had. And since then I've had this almost like this little quest on the side to see whether I can emulate the type of coffee that I had in that farm shop at home, see if I can make it at home. And I think I'm there. I had it in a nice like earthenware mug at the coffee shop. This is like just a big thick rimmed, I think it's like a cappuccino cup, so it's pretty much the same experience, but the coffee is right up there with the one I had at Hales. Was it Hales Farm? I think Hales Farm Shop. Yeah, that is really nice, really enjoyable. Anyway, so I thought I'd like to share my this good coffee with my good friends, and they can let me know what they think of it. They might scoff at the coffee cup sizes. I'm waiting for Damon to frown when I don't hand him a mug. But we'll see. Now the real test is going to be, can I live with, I mean, this is the only like kitchen workspace I've got. Can I live with my entire kitchen workspace taken up with a coffee machine? That'll be the real test, and we'll find out this weekend. Oh, that is nice. I'd recommend this to anyone. If you really like coffee, this is a really good way to go. Right, well, we've just been sat out here enjoying nice cups of coffee and tea, and unfortunately the weather has started turning a little bit grey and getting chilly. But Pip's arrived. Here she is. There's Pip.
Hiya.
And Damon's arrived. There he is. There.
Hey, you've
So,
forgotten someone.
oh yeah, and little Timmy. We've got little Timmy with us as well. Yeah, so anyway, we're chilling out. We're going to have a bit of tea shortly, but nothing really to film. So if anything interesting happens, I'll come back to you. Ooh, right, that's Jen just left, and it's getting a bit chilly. I had to put my little hood up, and I think we're going to go and have a little sit in the caravan for a while. It's getting a bit dark as well, sort of very dusky, and the rain, that really fine misty rain has come in. So we're going to go and have a little sit in the caravan. Well, this is cosy. I do like this new caravan. This is, well, it's not new. We bought a new van. The old one was a little bit beyond repair, so they managed to get hold of another one.
That's an E badge.
Okay, badge. Oh, he's got the triple word.
7, 8 times 3 is 24.
It's an E, is it?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Damon's absolutely stonking ahead.
Oh, what are the scores?
24. I don't know, I'm just writing them down as we go. I haven't added them up yet. Look at that. What am I supposed to do with that? Got nothing there. Okay. Good morning.
You can talk all over it when you're filming.
Yeah, I talk all over Damon's ones when he's filming. So, right, just first coffee of the day. We've got ourselves a classic Italian espresso, and I'm just about to put the milk in, but I need 2 hands for that. So,
You want me to hold that for you?
oh yeah, you
But you've got camera woman now.
You can film me doing it. Yeah.
Go for
So,
Doing what?
yeah. So hang on. Gotta get my milk nice
Oh,
and smooth.
well, you see, I don't understand the banging as well. They
Gets
do
the
that
bubbles
in-
out.
Oh, is
Gets
that what
the
it
bubbles,
is? I've always
yeah.
wondered why they do that.
Right. Here we go.
Rick's barista video.
Where's Ray from?
I'm working on the latte art, but
Oh, it's gone off.
That's right.
that's all right.
Oh.
It's just a
Oh,
screen.
well, that makes it very
Yeah.
complicated.
Yeah. So, right, I haven't figured out latte art yet. So we've got
I
a
expect a leaf in that.
cappuccino.
Is that another block
Blur.
supposed to look like Damon?
It can be whatever it looks like. Yeah. Well, it's kind of got a bit of a swirl on it, but
There you go.
thank you. There we go. Look, got a kind of a swirl, but it's just you have to get the milk exactly right, and I'm still struggling to get it right. That was way too thick, that foam.
I'll film the next one then when you get it right.
Yeah.
I'm going to film one before we go.
But it's
Hello, mate.
a beautiful day, little Timmy there. Beautiful day. Look at that blue sky.
It
What's
is
not,
now, yeah.
Wasn't
what's
an
not
hour
to like?
ago.
Well, it was raining earlier, so everything's wet.
It was pouring down.
But it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm going to have to get my solar panels out again. because we're down to 80% now. I was making
That coffee you're drinking.
making coffees yesterday.
You've got this anxiety. You've got this battery anxiety.
Range anxiety.
Yeah, everyone else is there.
Will I have enough power to make coffee? Otherwise, there's like a booby prize.
We know things have got bad if we get pulled out.
When we know we're It's kind of like that whole Apollo 13. Was it Apollo 13? Wasn't it? When they were
Didn't that end just badly in general?
they were running out of power, weren't they? And they had to preserve power and switch things
I'm
off.
the wrong Apollo, aren't I?
Yeah, that was Apollo. What was that, Apollo 11? It was one or the other.
One of them just ended very badly.
Yes. Anyway, let's give this a try. So, cheers. Oh yes. Oh yes, that's a nice cup of coffee. If I do say so myself. Actually, I had a perfect pour. I had 36 grams or 36 millilitres of liquid in 26 seconds. And that's exactly what you want. So now you know. Oh, right, so they've gone off and left me. I'm just guarding the camp. They've gone off to have a look at a little camp shop down the road because Pippa was interested in seeing what they've got. So got the place to myself for a while. Beautiful day again. Absolutely gorgeous weather. Look at that. Stickers still on the back of the van, all looking good. But I was going to bring the cleaning kit for Guinevere because Guinevere is looking quite dirty at the moment, and I did think about it, and I gave myself the excuse that there's not enough room to carry it. I could have easily carried it. It's only one little tote thing, but I decided I don't want to clean Guinevere while I'm away, simply because when you're cleaning this van, it's quite a labour intensive job, and you get all hot and sweaty, and that makes all your clothes all hot and sweaty, and then you've got to clean yourself after cleaning the van, and it's quite a faff to do while you're away. So I think I should just get Guinevere cleaned up when I get home. But what I am going to do, I can't see, but you can. I have no idea how dirty my roof is, so hopefully by looking at this bit of video I can see whether I need to get up there and do a proper clean or not. I shall look at the footage and make a determination, because I know Damon said the other day he went up on the top of Nina and it was absolutely black up there, but although he parks Nina under a tree, so obviously that's not helping. But the solar panels are still working beautifully. The battery is 100% charged. Let's have a quick look at this one. I've just done yeah, we're back up to 100% again. So sunshine equals the ability to cook, which is really good. But even after last night, I made a load of coffees last night, then again this morning, while it was still dull and I hadn't got the solar panels out, and the battery had only gone down to 80%. So it's really good, and it's a really efficient way because I always thought when you use a battery to heat things up, especially like cooking and stuff, it would use an awful lot of power. But although I haven't used the air fryer yet, I have used the coffee machine a lot, and the microwave as well, and it's barely used any battery power, so it's really, really good. I'm really impressed. And I know there are a lot of van lifers nowadays. They use like a little ceramic hob thing, like a single standalone ceramic hob on a battery, and I always thought that would be like really inefficient, but I can now see that actually it doesn't seem to be that inefficient at all, and it's quite a good way of doing it. Oh, hello, Timmy's left some dog hairs on me seat here. But anyway, right, I think I'm going to make myself a nice cup of coffee. What time is it? It's 1 o'clock, so I have to do a decaf, and I might have, what have we got? I've got some cold chicken, a bit of coleslaw, and naughty I know, but pretty useful actually for camping. Got a couple of cheeseburgers from McDonald's, and I might just if you put one of those in the microwave for 50 seconds, that actually warms it up just enough, which is good. But I've got some cold sausages in there as well. So anyway, I'm going to figure myself out some lunch and we'll go from there.
To see that.
Getting better.
You know, we were talking
It looks
about
like a kid's scribble.
LSD and stuff earlier.
Yeah. Maybe he's taking it and that's why it looks better.
We're very proud of you, Rick.
Well done.
Thank you. Oh, they patronise me. So I've just double checked the water and that's gone down considerably, but I'm really getting through water quickly with the coffee machine because there's lots of rinsing off and lots of washing up to do. So anyway, I made the mistake of only bringing 2 10-litre jerry cans, and I'm down to my last 5 litres of water. So I'm going to take this empty jerry can and I'm going to go to the caravan where there is spare water. So you've got 6 bottles there. I just want to borrow 2 of them, which is 5 litres each. This is a 10-litre jerry can, so hopefully that should be plenty, and I'll remember next time when I come out camping that I'll need to bring more water with me if I'm bringing the coffee machine. So this isn't going to be drinking water, this is just for cleaning, rinsing, washing up, things like that, washing your hands. This is the main sink water. The actual drinking water I actually store in bottles like this in a different compartment. And we've got ourselves a full jerry can. Brilliant job. There we go. So there's a 10 litre and 4 litres. Oh, I finally had to yield and sit under the shade. I've been sat in the sunshine over there for all of the time we're here. Now it's now Saturday afternoon. I could actually start to feel my face burning a little bit. I think I've caught the sun. I can feel it on my lips actually. So I might be a little bit sore tonight. So anyway, I'm sat under the tree now. It's a beautiful apple tree. Starting to get some apples forming, and it won't be long. I mean, it's August very soon. August, September, end of September. I think that the apples will be ready, and we might have to try a bit of apple crumble again, like we did a few years ago. But it's been a beautiful weekend. Windy. I mean, you can see the trees waving about there, and it's been very, very windy, but it's a really nice sound. I love the sound of the wind. I find it very, very relaxing. Not sure how well the mics are picking this up, and whether you've got wind noise as well. But there we go. Anyway, Pip's just gone off for a little walk over by the canal. We're expecting Alex at any time now. So Alex, I do believe, will be staying tonight. Pip's got to go later today, so they'll be sort of passing ships in the night, but hopefully they'll get a chance to meet before Pip has to go home. But yeah, I've probably mentioned before, Alex has got a new toy, which I'm looking forward to seeing in person. I will say no more, but I'm sure you'll find out more later in the video. Right then, so Alex has arrived. There he is, there's Alex. There's Noah's arrived, and there's Damon, and we know Pip. Pip's making her Pip also does a YouTube channel which is Worm's Eye View. I'll leave a link below.
Please
and
do.
yes, yeah, she does. Is it daily
Daily
vlogs from sort of a farm?
Yeah.
Sort of.
There's a bit of everything going on. Chaos.
Yes.
What was that?
Yes. Amongst other things, many things.
Like eclectic, you're like me.
So there we go. Anyway, I've just had an order for coffees, so the apron's gone on, the machine's gone on, and I've got to do coffees for 3 people because Pip doesn't do coffee, so 4 people because it's me as well. Right. Why is that not going on? No. Let's have a look. AC off, AC on. We're back up to 100% again, which is thanks to the sun. So the sun has been shining and we get coffee. What's not to like? Mix it in by pouring it from a height. There we go, and then you can put your latte art on, which I haven't learnt yet. So I'm just gonna do a little squiggly line. And no, right, I didn't do enough foam with that one, so it's not quite perfect, but it'll do. It'll be okay. So Pip's leaving us. She's had enough. No, she had to go tonight. Unfortunately, she can't stay a second night. That's Spog, by the way. Thanks to the number plate. Van.
Yes.
See ya! See you next time! Right, so Alex is now going... Oh! I didn't mention, did I? Alex's new toy. Long story short, John wasn't big enough, so he got Elvis. Elvis the eldest. See what he did there? So yes, this is Alex's new toy, and he's now going to move to a place where Pippa was. So Alex is very excited because this is the first time he's actually going to stay overnight in his van. So I'll give you a little guided tour inside shortly. That's got it, that's got it, yeah. Right, so Damon's just filming Alex's van. I'll go and have a little film in a minute. But I'm going to now put my solar panels away. Because, oh, the sun's back on them, sort of, although there's a van casting a shadow on it. Let me just check my power levels. Yeah, we're up to 94%, that's more than enough. So I won't need these now for the rest of the trip because I'm going back tomorrow. But for the last 2 days, that battery hasn't gone below 80%, which is amazing. We're going for it. Oh yes.
That's a veggie.
I've got one next. Right, Noah, do you want a drink?
Big stack of pizzas. Oh yes. Carnivore out of the window this weekend. I'm going to regret this tomorrow, but I'll worry about tomorrow. Tomorrow's another day. How's the hair? Terrible. Look at this. Why don't you warn me about what hair? Terrible. I got going for the Donald Trump look. Hello with this hair. That's like we got the greatest pizzas. But we've had to get our clothes on, so shorts are gone. Over to jeans.
Can I just say, we never had our clothes off. The way you said that. We had to get our clothes.
We had to put more layers on.
Yes.
But going to try out Damon's shower later as well.
Not with him in it, though.
Not with him in it, no. Just to give it a try. I was going to do it in the van because I've got a shower in the van, but it's a bit of a faff to set up. So, yeah, that's the plan. Yes, we're just chilling out this evening and just... Have we got any plans for this evening?
Chilling,
just chilling, chatting. Oh, I've got to do a little tour of Elvis at some point.
Ah, yes.
Elvis on tour, or a tour of Elvis.
Yes.
So, this is Elvis the eldest, and bike rack. And here is Elvis's new owner.
Hello,
Alex. So. Right, Alex, I'm going to swap my camera over to wide angle and then I'll come and have a little look. Oh, right, so we are on super wide view. I'm going to take my shoes off because it's very posh in here. And excuse the bright red face, I've seriously caught the sun today. So, welcome to Elvis. This is Alex's new John.
I love the way that you say that. It's like on my bed. You know?
Yeah, strike a pose. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the colour scheme on this. It feels like a luxury yacht. It's really very, very posh. I do like it. And it's got a gorgeous cockpit. Look at that. The seats swivel round as well. We were all sat in here earlier and having a little chat. And I love your colour scheme. Kind of like this.
Thank you.
Kind of like a pale ashen dove grey, ashy sort of colour. It's probably got a name.
It probably has, but I know what you mean. We fell in love with the colour scheme. This as well, the grey and the blue piping.
Yeah. Yeah, I love the way it goes with all the you got like all the same scheme going on the seats and everything. And it's only got like tiny amount of miles on the clock. And
about 5,000, I think.
Right, so it's just barely run in. And we've just got I've got to show you this. This is like the poshest fridge I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. Can I open it?
Absolutely,
Is
yes.
Is there nothing untoward in there?
There's some Pellegrino in the door.
How designery is this? I love this. So one really big fridge. I presume that's a freezer compartment as well.
It is indeed.
But it just looks so slick and I love the way the little
latch.
latch does the little latchy thing. Love it. And of course, it's got full cooker and sink and double bed, which apparently you pull out just a little bit when
about a foot.
It's kind of right. So it's kind of like a fat sofa mode at the moment. But when you want to go to bed, you just pull it out, and you've got a full double bed. And there's another bed across there. And you've got a little drawery thing here, and you actually divide the room off. So you've actually got two separate rooms. How cool is that? So I presume that's going to be Noah's room.
No, Noah's going to have the bed, and I'm going to have the sofa.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
He's convinced you to let him have the full bed. You are very generous.
Some might say that I spoil my son.
Yeah. Fair play to Noah. Yeah. So, of course, the question is, what happened to John?
Well, John is currently for sale.
So John didn't quite meet your needs.
Well, if I just step back in and come and join you.
Have a seat, or
yes. So instantly, I'm doing what you couldn't do in John.
Yeah.
Stand.
Yeah.
In fact, if I was gonna, I love John, but this was me getting into John.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And then that's me closing the boot.
Yeah. I think that pretty much sums up John. You're right there, Alex. Yeah.
Knees gone. John was an adventure. Seriously, it was. But I think I very quickly realised that when you're in your 40s, scrabbling in the back of a car, I'm just going to have to slum it with this.
Yeah. Yeah. Fair enough.
Yes.
Yes. So this is actually your maiden overnight voyage.
Yes, it is. Yes.
So you've never actually stayed in Elvis
Not yet.
until tonight. So
no.
Hopefully when he wakes up in the morning, he'll be a little less grumpy than he was when he woke up in John that time.
Eastnor Castle.
Yeah, Eastnor.
I think it was having to light a barbecue at 6 o'clock in the morning to keep warm and stave off hypothermia. I think that was when I realised it wasn't going to work.
Fortunately, we have central heating on this one, so that shouldn't be an issue this time around.
Oh no, absolutely. So yes, I've just popped it on actually. So it's
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, it's all lit up. Look, Look at that. Yes, marvellous. So brilliant. Well, I hope I'm genuinely really pleased for you, Alex.
Thank you.
I know when we went out on that maiden voyage with John, I know you were all excited on my new camper van. The next morning, I could tell you were trying so hard to say, I really like John, but I could tell that vibe you were giving off is a bitter disappointment. I didn't want to say anything.
but
I think I realised then you weren't going to have John for very long.
No, I think that's...
Just in case you're wondering who John is, I'll show you a little picture. I'm sure I can borrow a picture of you.
Oh, absolutely. Help yourself.
So John was Alex's previous camper van, which was camper car, which was
It's a micro camper.
a micro camper, a little bit smaller.
Yes.
But I know ever since then you've dreamt of being able to, like, I don't know, get up in the middle of the night and have a wee without having to shake off the frost.
I still remember that morning.
And not be covered in ice. So, and, well, I think you've done it. We've got, like, amazing bath. Can I show them the bathroom facilities?
Please do.
The bathroom has its own separate doorway and everything, and it's got a full-size shower, loo. Oh no, you got to keep the lid down.
Sorry, that was my son.
That's not feng shui, you know. But lovely bathroom, full height shower, and a little salad bowl I didn't notice that. You got a little salad bowl as a washing basin. Fantastic. And I love the way they've gone around the wheel arch as well with the mouldings. That's very clever.
Yes.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't even know that myself, actually.
But yes, I am absolutely so thrilled for you, Alex. I really hope you'll have some really good experiences with this.
I think we know that I've got a much better chance with this than I did with John.
He's already been like a kid at Christmas. He's been all over the place, having little day trips out and like, you know, pulling over and making a cup of teas and things.
Literally in the lay-by on the side of the A41.
Because you can.
Yes, absolutely.
So, brilliant. But yes, well, thank you for showing me around.
Pleasure.
And we will no doubt have more conversations in here over on our adventures, as and when we.
Oh, I'm sure there'll be adventures to come, won't there?
Use our memberships. I could never really turn it up because I've got neighbours.
Well,
so in the end, I went for
Rick and Noah are talking in a completely different language that I don't understand. And that's all I could say, really. It's talking absolute gobbledygook about speakers and ohms and flibble blibbles. I don't get it at all. But there we are.
You get what I mean. It's kind of like having that. It's just feels good to have that.
Yeah. Well.
I need to breathe, hold on. Well, greetings and salutations. This is Rick. I do hope everyone's having a great day. Now, the real Rick is currently having a shower in Damon's caravan. Wouldn't it be funny if we snuck over and poked the camera and we left it in the doorway for him, filming when he came out? Wouldn't that be humorous? Never passing my shoes.
Do it very quietly.
So, as I suspect this is for an audience of one, because he's not going to show this to anyone, is he? Right. Shh.
Bum 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 bum.
I'm not showing his bum.
I expect he will when he comes out of the shower.
So, this is now time where I have my shower, and I realise that between us we've all filmed our showers. So I am now delighted to say that I'm going to have a shower now, and yes, I'm going to take my camera into the bathroom with me. And oh no, wait, this isn't my camera. How silly of me. We couldn't.
Good morning. Okay, it's the next morning, and we're up bright and breezy and early. What time is it? About
10:05.
10:05. Okay.
Well, I've been up for a while.
Yeah. But anyway, so last night was very interesting. We sat in Alex's beautiful camper for an hour. and Alex was trying out the central heating, and it turned into a sauna. So we moved off and went and sat in Guinevere while Elvis cooled down, and then it was time to what?
You went into where?
We went to Nina.
You said
You said
Guinevere.
Guinevere.
Did I say Guinevere?
Yeah,
And you
it's just
didn't
because
say
we've
the lovely
been Guinevere.
Say the lovely Nina over.
Shall I start this again? Turn the heater off, and we went and sat in Nina for the rest of the evening. And anyway, when it was time to retire, Alex and Noah they disappeared off to the Elvis. Next thing you know, you got Alex running up to the van saying, "There's massive yellow jackets inside Elvis." And I'm like, "Yellow jackets? What are you on about? We don't have yellow jackets in this country." So there's me assuming they were just like wasps or something. And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm sure he's over exaggerating. Anyway, so we wandered down to have a look at Elvis. I'm not kidding. There were these like killer wasps in there. There was quite a few. They'd got in somehow, possibly through one of the fly screens. And it,
Like 5 of them. Hornets, and they were not killers.
They were
not attacking-
massive.
they were not attacking
If you don't like wasps, these things were like just unbelievably huge and very, very scary looking. But anyway, we're just trying out the vast undercover, like, was it 6 meters long?
7.35 metres the van is.
This is like the size of a small football pitch. This is massive. So, and we've got it anchored down as well now. Very nice.
Try lifting a leg now.
So, is it? Oh yeah, that's not going anywhere, is it? So, wow, you've literally just doubled the footprint of Elvis. Right then, I'm running out of card. I've got about 28 minutes left. So I'm going to try an experiment now. This is a small air fryer, and I've got a few little pre-cooked chicken wings in there, and I'm going to attempt to cook them on this, and I want to see how it performs using the battery. Now at the moment the battery is on 77%. So now there's no sunshine today, so there's no point in me getting out the solar panels, and I'm going home today as well, so if the battery runs out it's not a problem. But I'm going to set this at 200 degrees, and I'm going to set it for, we just need to reheat, so I'm going to set it for about, I don't know, 8 minutes. And let's turn it on. Right, so that's on, I think, yeah. It'll take a minute to preheat, I guess. Actually, we'll set it to 10 minutes. So 77%, 10 minutes at 200 degrees, and we'll see what the battery level is when these are all hot and cooked. Right, you know what, I think they're done. Got about a minute to go, and they look completely done. So I'm going to run with that. Just chuck them on a plate. Whoops. Right, got a plate here. And I'll just serve those up. Perfect. Right, now that's going to be red hot. I can't put it down anywhere, so I'll just leave it there for now. I can turn that off at the mains, and we'll have a quick look, see what the battery's doing. So the battery is now on 72%. So cooking that lot, and I could have had more in the basket, was that 5% of battery. Not bad at all, really chuffed about that. So that's pretty efficient. Yeah, I think that is now another potential cooking option, because to cook those up in an open skillet or on the actual hob itself would have been, I think, a lot messier. Anyway, I'm going to sit down and enjoy these now. It's raining, so we decided to come into Elvis and enjoy that lovely sound of the pitter-patter of the rain. It's almost like a meditation, isn't it? Get my honest guy's voice on.
Love me tender,
No, I think
love me long.
closest Elvis thing I could think of
Never
is Shakin'
let me
Stevens. National Trust videos all over again. That we're all sat within like a foot of each other, doing exactly the same video.
We've got exactly the same sign off. We've just taken it in turns to do a sign off. So, yes, so this is the end of the video. Very little sort of much has happened on this trip. We just sat around and drank coffee and obviously enjoyed looking at Elvis and
I'm not that fussed by Elvis myself.
You take it or leave it, you know. But it's always the same. Whenever we go away, even if we do absolutely nothing, it's still really enjoyable just to get away.
It is actually,
and have a break.
It's nice having Pippa as well.
Yeah, it's nice to see Pip as well.
Field.
Yeah, it's first time at the field. A lot of firsts actually. First time at the field. First time camping in Elvis.
Yep, first time Noah's come as well.
First time Noah's come as well. Yeah.
And
So
first time I met Pippa as well.
yeah,
And Sigmund and
a lot of firsts. But that is it for this video. I have no idea how long it's going to be, but I've filled up a full card, like a really big card, so it's going to take me days to edit. But that is it. So thank you for watching. Thanks, guys, for sort of hanging out and you know, the camp and all that. Thank you, Damon, for letting us use your field again.
That's all right.
And we will see you in.
Did you? I mean, before you sign completely off, did you say what scores we had on the Scrabble?
No.
We played Scrabble. Oh, didn't you? Okay.
Damon won the Scrabble.
I didn't play. You didn't play. We were here.
Where
then.
did you come, Rick?
We played Scrabble. Damon wiped the floor with both me and Pip. Actually, well, but actually Pip did okay
She was
score-wise.
closer,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was. Yeah, you were getting double figures all the time. I was getting single figures.
That's the idea, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
With Scrabble, you've got to put
But-
it in the best place.
But you used to be good at Scrabble anyway. You always
Well, I
played
used to
it.
play with my
haven't
nan. Yeah, I used to play it at Christmas a lot.
you? Yeah.
That was good, actually. I like my 65-year-old Scrabble set.
Yeah, it was a vintage travel Scrabble set.
Yeah.
So,
You haven't seen that yet, have you?
No.
I have to come over and see it.
Oh,
but
well,
you really
Come
wanted
over
to
to
know
mine.
that.
yes.
Yeah.
Is it far?
Yeah.
It's about, yeah.
Actually, we've also worked out we've now got 4 clubhouses. So we've each got a dwelling in which we can all sit and socialise.
And a spare one.
So and the spare one, yeah, we've got the caravan as well. So we've come on from those early days when we were camping all those years ago.
Almost tempting.
So yeah, it's quite cool. It's cool, and like I say, the grin has not left Alex's face this whole weekend.
We do expect some better facilities next time we see this. So like projectors and
Ambient lighting. We're trying to find that places that Alex can put ambient lighting and like accent lighting and things. Might have to help you with some wiring.
It just rolls down from there. Have your projector up in the cupboard like I have mine, and you two can sit there and watch
Actually,
a movie.
That is not a bad
Actually,
idea.
you've got enough space here to put a little roller blind
Yeah. All
for a
mine
screen.
There's a blackout
Yeah.
roller blind. That's what my screen is.
But then you can't have the accent
The only
lighting.
other thing I was thinking is that if we put it over there, then everyone, like, you could have more than just 2 people watch it.
But then you could have at least 3. Someone sat there. Someone sat there.
Yeah.
The planning will go on for hours from now. So I'm going to sign off here.
Yeah, this was a sign off
Yeah,
video.
this is a sign off video. So thanks for watching, guys. Have a great rest of the day, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, take care.
Love you. Bye.